This here is me 1 month ago. I was weighing 74 kilo, and this here is barn burner, my last 6C plus. And this is me now, 4 kilo lighter, much stronger at bouldering, but also struggling with sleep, hunger and focus. Let me walk through my personal experience. It's been a long time that I've been stuck at my last project on the moonboard, which is barn burner. I decided to try something really simple, which is dropping my body fat, keeping my muscle and climb lighter. I started at 74 kilo and I gave myself 30 days to achieve my goal of losing 4 kilos. My plan was to cut calories from 2,500 to 1,500, keep my protein intake high, so I will eat around 2 grams of protein per 1 kilo of body weight. I'm weighing 74, so I will eat around 140, 160 grams of protein. Even if I will eat less, I will still burn the same amount of calories, so kind of push my body and being able to achieve my goal in those 30 days. I started the diet, and I have to say that my first 10 days were the worst. I couldn't ask for something worse than this. In my mind, I thought that I was mentally ready for this, but actually the discipline and what I learned from this was mind-blowing, as I had to break my habit of coming back home after work and having a snack or eat a big meal. I had to break through this habit, right? The first 10 days, from 9 till 10, I would be so hungry. I would starve so much. And as my body was not used to it, even going to sleep was difficult. I would just be there in bed and be feeling my stomach, when you feel really hungry and your stomach just... First 10 days is like this, back and forward. Had a couple of days where I was still eating a bit. For example, I will eat 1,000 calories after my work. I will slowly decrease, right? So the habit will slowly fade out, instead of just cutting, and then might be that I might make the thing worse. Every day I will decrease by 200 calories. So by day 10, I would have completely wiped out the habit, and I would be okay, after work, I'm not eating anymore. I would feel like a drug addict. Every day after work, I would stop to the supermarket to buy something. So I had to break that habit, okay? By day 10, there was this switch. I remember perfectly. It was a Sunday, and I was in the park doing slackline, and I was so hungry. I was starving. I was oh man, please, insect, what's that? What's that thing in there moving? Give it to me. I had this challenge. Either I go to the supermarket and I break my diet, or I go home starving. It was a really difficult choice to make, but I ended up going home starving. I wake up the next day. First thing that I realized, I'm so happy. Why? Because I said that I gonna do something and I done it. I have a nice meal and I'm just thinking through what happened the day before. Having that little victory, it just switched. My brain is oh, so we technically can do this easily. It's just showing to yourself that you're able to. Habits are like this. It takes long to create the habits, but it takes as well long to remove habits. Once that habit is out, I didn't feel anymore the need to go to the supermarket. I didn't feel anymore the need to eat after work. By not eating before going to sleep, I will wake up much better. I will wake up with more energy, and I usually will fall asleep much quicker. It kept going like this for the next 20 days. I remember I still had one peak day, which was where I would eat everything, and yeah, the amount of stuff that I eat, it was crazy. I eat so much on my cheat day that the next day I had just one coffee, because I was feeling so bad, my stomach was hurting. I was just not feeling it. I'm about to get into my last couple of days of my diet. I managed to reach, my minimum was 69 kilo. Now you might ask okay, what changed in your climbing? The way I was moving, the way I was putting strength, it was just another level. And that's exactly once I started to be in the 70 to 71 kilo that I started to see so much progress on my project. For the first time in my life, I managed to stick the cracks, which never happened before. And as many people know, once I stick the cracks for the first time, there is no way I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna panic and I fall. Anyway, the improvement skyrocketed down. The amount of stuff that I could do incredible. Now I know that the diet is working. I have to say that this diet taught me a lot about discipline and how habits can make a big difference in the long term, especially if they're good habits. Being able to go through the hunger and waking up in the morning feeling like a beast, I think that's one of the best feeling. You saying that you're gonna do something and then you do it, you're gonna feel so much confident as well. Now that I hit 70 kilo, what's next? Luckily, in the time that I was doing this diet, a competition came up, a kilter competition, and I'm gonna show you here what's the kilter competition about. But I'm gonna talk about this one in the next video, and I'm gonna talk about how I got injured on my A2 pulley. Something popped. I hope this video was helpful for whoever wants to start a diet, and if you have any question, just let me know in the comment, and I'll see you in the next video where I'm gonna talk about my A2 pulley injury.